coming up in Centre Circle.
But when I did get the news, I was disappointed, really disappointed, because obviously you look and see where the team is at, and you wanted to finish off the job. But the club's made a decision. There's nothing I can do about it.
Here's Rousseau again. Gives Morris. Oh, as soon as we say that, Rousseau gets it inside to Ricardo Morris, and in minute 57, Portmore, they take the lead.
After being sacked on March 9 of this year by English Championship outfit West Bromwich Albion, former reggae boy Darren Moore has spoken for the first time. Simon Preston caught up with Big Dave in the Midwest of England.
How did you feel when you got the news? All 3 million Jamaicans want to know what your emotions was like after back-to-back draws and that decision came.
Yeah, first and foremost, thank you for everybody's support and continued support. I really do appreciate the support everybody's shown me. But when I did get the news, I was disappointed, really disappointed, because obviously you look and see where the team is at, and you wanted to finish off the job. But the club's made a decision. There's nothing I can do about it. The same man that they gave me the job when I was back then is the same man you see here. That I'm trying to continue to work. I've learned a lot from it. I've gained experience and knowledge through it all. I enjoyed it. It was good working on the front line. It's whetted my appetite for even more, to get back in it more. So I had initial disappointment, but I'm using that disappointment to turn it into a positive, in terms of looking forward to hopefully and getting another opportunity to continue.
And based on the discussions they had with you, did they say it was strictly a footballing decision?
Yes, it was a footballing decision based from their point of view, so we have to respect that. As I said to you, I've done as best as what I could at the time, and we move on. I don't hold any animosities against them. My thing now is to look for the next adventure and look for the next opportunity, and that's what I'm working towards now.
Of course, you had a playing career with them. You also had a time as coach as well. In the future, would you be open to the opportunity if they call on you again to work?
Yeah, because I don't hold nothing against the football club. It was a decision that they felt was right at the time, so I'd respect them for that. But you don't know, in this football, as big as the football industry is, it's a small village in terms of people knowing and working with each other. So, God willing, if the opportunity presented itself again, then I'd be all too happy to go back in and work again,
As it stands, Coach, are you in any talks to try to get into management again in the near future, whether it was a championship club, a League One club, or are there talks? Are you having discussions? Are you having meetings?
Yeah, there's meetings, nothing concrete at the moment, but I'm in meetings at the moment, and I'm looking to, if the opportunity comes and the right opportunity to step back in there, then I'm happy to go back to work and continue and carry on and left off where I did leave at West Brom, to move forward and get back into the game as quickly as possible.
When you first became the manager at West Brom, everyone was on the same page. How did you manage to get everybody on that level playing field and to gain that trust in you?
For me, it was courage, because they've come through so many hurdles. It was their character, them as people, and then obviously their composure on the football pitch, but their composure off the pitch. And if you put all them 3 ingredients together, I said that therefore we'd create a strength in unity, which is everybody together and everybody working together. That is the ingredients for me that I felt that brought everybody together. And when I said that, was not just the players, the staff, the fans, the supporters. It brought everybody together in turning the club around. When we look back on a year on today, to when it was in the Premiership to where we are now, challenging for an opportunity to get back in the Premiership, I put those ingredients as key to the success of what you've seen where the club is at now. And those are the values that I still carry and will carry to this day, moving forward.
Have you had a time to reflect?
Yeah, I reflected, and initially the disappointment's gone with now, and it's a time for me to work. And when I mean work now, I mean getting up now and watching games. I've been to different countries. I wanted to go and watch more games. I'm working. I'm doing some media work. So this is the time for me to re-educate myself and work, you know. So my situation now is I'm looking for the next opportunity to work. I have to be in and around here with the others, as opposed to me going on holiday and taking some time out. The right time will come for me to take some holiday, but right now for me it's about working, it's about being in the mix. That if anything should come available, then I want to be in the mix just as anybody else in regards to trying to get back into some work and start getting back on the front line, which is where I want to be.
And how does it feel to be a pioneer for Jamaican coaches in England? You know, you became the first Jamaican to coach in the Premier League and also in the Championship. How does it feel to be opening the pathway for Jamaican coaches?
Well, I mean, when you put it like that, Simon, it's an honour for me to be looked upon in that retrospect, really. And if it is, and it creates a pathway for many, many more, then I'm so happy for that. My work don't stop here. I want to continue to do it. I want to continue to represent. I want to continue to encourage others, Jamaican coaches, to come in to our professional game, because it's not just me as an isolated figure. There's many, many talented individuals, and collectively together we can help each other in being successful and being more and more. You see more and more coaches represented in the game. So for me, don't stop here. For me, my message is to encourage other managers and coaches of Jamaican nationality to represent and come into the game, because as I said, we need you, the game needs you, and I encourage you to you know, come forward and start on that pathway.
And a player that you would have played with the Reggae Boys, Dion Burton, has been working with a couple of times with the first team. Would you say he deserves this opportunity?
Yes, absolutely. Dion's done really well. Again, his pathway was to develop through the under-14s, 15s, 16s. He'd done the loan manager's role, which is to look after players when they go out in loan clubs and represent them, and he's done a marvellous job. But Dion's vast experience, background, has helped him and stood him in good practice. Credit to Dion, he's on the cresp and hopefully trying to help the club back into the Premiership. And again, that would be a wonderful story for somebody that's represented the country of Jamaica.
Would you say international football and, you know, working with the Reggae Boys is something that you would like in the long term?
Absolutely, 100%. You know, to work, not just to lend your hand and to support, to see the country develop, to see the local talented, you know, and just try and listen. As much as information you can help, my door and me as an individual is always open to help in any which way I can for the Reggae Boys in terms of moving forward. So for me, they're doing well, they're doing great, and if the opportunity comes for me to help, then I've got no problem to help out.
And would you advise as well the former Reggae Boys as well to also chip in, the Paul Halls, the Dion Burtons of this world, to give their word of encouragement?
There's enough of us out here in Europe, you know, and I'd echo from all corners of the coaching fraternity and the players, you know, because I've just said it, you know, you gain strength in unity. So the more of us together can come together and lend our support and our experiences, you know, it's definitely going to benefit and hopefully help the country move forward.
How proud are you of Tappa and the work he's been doing with the Reggae Boys?
Really, for Tappa and the work that he's done for the Reggae Boys and the JFF has been absolutely superb. He's somebody that's continued to grow in stature. He's somebody that's developing and gaining experience. It's somebody that has witnessed football here in Europe, in England, and been successful. And he's bringing a culture here that he's come to know here in England, but he's bringing it back to Jamaica. And also, as well as his vast knowledge of the local talent in Jamaica. And what he's doing is bringing the local talent in Jamaica together with some of the European-based players, and he's finding the right formula. What the JFF have to continue to do now is support him, get behind him, because it's not long before we start seeing the Reggae Boys being represented in the World Cup soon. We want to see Jamaica lift the Gold Cup. Why not? We want to see Jamaica represented back in the World Cup again, and lighten up the World Cup with the Jamaican traditions and everything else. We want to see the team improvement. We want to see vast improvement from the players. By doing that, and the country being represented in these nationally improves the state of the game in Jamaica for the local team. So for me, it's continued. For me, it's continued development in terms of going around the world if you can, into Europe, into America, all over these Caribbean islands, and learning and developing, coming here to England and seeing different practices, understanding how things run here, getting vast knowledge of the European-based players. All these things go hand in hand in continual development and improvement, and watching different games at different levels, you know, right over, not just here in the Premiership, Championship, League One, League Two, but in the German Bundesliga, the Belgian leagues, all over America, all over. If you can, if the opportunity presents itself, go and watch as many games, because you can never stop learning and developing. I'm hoping to come out there for the Gold Cup, for the game, and hopefully June 17th to come and watch the Reggae Boys in action against Honduras, and so I'm really looking forward to that, hopefully coming out there and seeing it at first hand, and being back in the country, and that, you know, and seeing everybody and being supportive like everybody else for the Reggae Boys. So them kind of things I'm really looking forward to. You know, if the situation doesn't present, if I'm not back in work, then obviously I'd like to come out there so I can come and see everybody.
When we return,
it was easy. We already had put out the game plan from start, and they know what to do, and they did just go out there and execute.